Joining us now on the program is Traci Cunningham, the Career and Education Center Director at Grace Centers of Hope. Traci, thanks for being with us today and in this exciting time at Grace Centers of Hope.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me, Tyler.
Yeah, glad to have you on as your Career and Education Center is now expanding or you just announced an expansion of the center. First off, tell us a little bit about the Career and Education Center and then how this expansion will help provide those services at an even greater scale than before.
Sure. We currently had our current in education building, and we served those that were looking for their GED. And we just graduated our 50th GED student about 2 years ago. So I think we have 52 or 54 now. So that's exciting. And then we also do what we call transition and job search and job readiness programs. So that's where once they finish the program, we help them to actually find a job that they're suited for, help them to get back out into the world of working after being in the program for a year. So we try to make sure that it's a good fit and that it works for their schedules, especially if they have kids. And other things that they need to work around. So that's what our Career and Education Center has done in the past. That's what we mostly worked on. But what we decided last May was that we needed to expand it and now do a program for the men right now because it's a pilot program, but for the men right now and start to teach actual life skills, science, math, reading and writing, especially talking about their social skills, talking about job etiquette. So we decided to expand the building and we've created three different classrooms. We took our unfinished basement. We just had a regular Michigan unfinished basement and we redid the entire thing. All of the work was done by men who either are in the program or have gone through the program and work now on our maintenance team. And all of the work has been done by them. So they did an amazing job. We have three new classrooms. We have a lounge area. We have a coffee bar down there for the guys to just grab a coffee, sit and relax for a little bit if they need to. My office is down there now. So we've really created this amazing space for learning. Our three classrooms each have their own function. One is for lectures, teaching, discussions. Another is what I call the science lab. So that's where we're going to do our science activities. We're going to have a lot of hands on activities in there. We're going to be looking at different hobbies to do. And then our third is our computer and our computer lab and our library. So we're also looking at working on Microsoft products, figuring out how does Microsoft Word work? How do I open a document, write a document, save it? Same thing with Excel, PowerPoint. These are all things that our men and our women too, eventually, but our men especially need to be able to know before they go out into the working world. We want them to have these skills and be able to move forward with hopefully eventually finding a career that they enjoy and they want to have live a very healthy, happy, successful recovery life. And so all of this that we do here is trying to help to feed into that for them.
And so the expansion, of course, it's more space, it's better facilities to be able to run these classes and provide these different services and these different skills training too. But it also, I would imagine, allows you to do a little bit more at any given time and provide more to each and every one of these people that are in your program at Grace Centers of Hope. So just how much of an impact can that have to have that expanded space and be able to do a little bit more at each given time or a little bit more overall instead of trying to fit that all into a given space that you have that maybe wasn't most conducive to learning previously.
Absolutely. This place has been dynamic in offering a place for them to come kind of get out of their living space, which is the mission where they live, get out of their living space and open up their minds to new opportunities. We didn't have a place where we could do that before, and that's what we can do now. A lot of times what happens is when someone comes to us, they are broken. They are hurting. They are in need of some emotional healing, some spiritual healing, and what I try to do here with the life skills program is give them the steps and the tools to know how to move forward. How do you move forward in recovery? And this place opens up a whole new area for them to come and to learn those things. Many people, we talk about this all the time. A lot of times, the drug abuse, the homelessness, it's generational. So, how do we stop that? How do we work on that? How do we learn from our past and move forward in a healthy, positive way? How can we become better, more responsible citizens? And this opportunity, this space that we've opened up here, gives every single one of our male residents right now an opportunity to come over and be able to figure that out. We
And
didn't have that before. We didn't have the ability to be able to do that. So it's incredible.
more information can be found on programs through Grace Centers of Hope on their website, gracecentersofhope.org, or you can call them at 1-855-HELP-GCH, 1-855-HELP-GCH for more information. We're joined on today's program by Traci Cunningham, the Career and Education Center Director at Grace Centers of Hope, as they've now expanded their Career and Education Center and are able to provide even more services, more classes, and skills training to individuals all throughout our local area. If you're watching on our TV or on our streams, you can see on the screen some of these different classes that are being conducted at the Career and Education Center, the new facilities, the renovations, some before and after shots as we've gone through these pictures today. And it really is quite amazing how great of a space they have there at Grace Centers of Hope now. And so, Traci, as you're considering this project and as it's being planned and ultimately executed, how did this all come about? Where did it start? And ultimately, where did the funding then come from to put in this effort and ultimately provide even greater space and even more services to those that you're serving at Grace Centers of Hope?
Yeah, I think that we found that the need was there to talk to them about those baby steps. What are those baby steps? How do we actually move forward in recovery? And we had a couple of donors who came alongside of us and said, "Let me help. I want to be able to give you the finances to be able to create this space." So we were able to have some donors who gave the funds to us to be able to do that. Again, we also had the team here at Grace Centers who was able to actually put in the work and make that happen. So those were absolutely crucial in keeping our program going. And I did want to mention, of course, if anyone is interested in finding out more, they can always contact me at Grace Centers of Hope. My email address is on the website, and if they're interested in donating, they can contact me also. I would love to have people come in, take a tour of the place, see what we're actually about.
More information can be found on gracecentersofhope.org. Gracecentersofhope.org for more information. And in terms of these programs, Traci, you've seen it in your time at Grace Centers of Hope, just how much of a change this sort of education, these sort of career training opportunities can have on somebody when they go through the program at Grace Centers of Hope, after they've gone through the program at Grace Centers of Hope, and over the years beyond that as well. Just how big of an impact do these programs ultimately have on these individuals you're treating at Grace Centers of Hope?
Oh, huge, monumental impacts. So many of them do actually change that generational pattern because they learn that it doesn't have to be that way. So I don't think you could ever measure the success of the program because there's so many just minute things that happen just to change the thought process, to change their relationships with their children, to change their relationships with their parents, with their family, to go on to work and actually have a career and not just worry about the day to day working and day to day making sure that you have enough money. They actually come to a place where they can get all of their needs are met here. We have not only do they have a place to sleep and do they have food and shelter, but they have case managers who work with them. We have a daycare center, so if they have kids with them, they're offered free daycare. We have the aftercare program. So if they choose to stay with us after a full year for another couple of years, they can still live in our community. It provides accountability, which is absolutely monumental when you're talking about recovery. So the impact that Grace Centers of Hope makes, I don't know that you could ever measure it. I do know that since we've started this program with the men in the life skills classes, every day I hear, "Thank you. I needed to hear that. Thank you. That makes a difference. I'm going to change how I think. I'm going to change how I make decisions." That alone is a huge impact right there.
You can find more information and ways that you can get involved at gracecentersofhope.org. Gracecentersofhope.org, or give them a call, 1-855-HELP-GCH, 1-855-HELP-GCH for more information. Traci, before we let you go, anything else we should know about the Career and Educational Center at Grace Centers of Hope that we haven't discussed yet today?
Just like I said, if you want to come in and have a tour, we would love to show everybody around. If you're interested in tutoring some of our GED clients, absolutely give me a call. Like I said, you can contact me from the website. We also have the opportunity for those that want to come in and teach classes, or maybe just share a skill or a trade with our men's program. I'm working on getting those things scheduled and getting people to come in and share that information with our guys. So if you want to contact us for that, go ahead, give me an email, give me a call, and I would love to set you up for that.
GraceCentersOfHope.org. Traci, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tyler.